Since inception, Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results. At Van Horn Welding, every project starts with hard work and pride in what we build. Our licensed team combines experience and teamwork to bring strong ideas to life. From big jobs to small details, we put care into every weld, every cut, every connection. Because we're more than a company, we're a family right here in Arkansas, serving our neighbors with skill, honesty, and commitment. Van Horn Welding, building strength, building community.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pottsville Apache Football Live Stream Playoffs Round 1. The Apaches going on the road to open the postseason. Coach Brian Rust is our guest on the pregame show. My name is Stephen Glenn. Coach Rust, fun game last week in Dover. You had to like not only the results, but how things went, I would think.
Yeah, really was a little bit worried about it. I feel like Dover had kind of gotten better in some different things and moved their ninth graders up and doing some good things, but our guys came out and took control early and often and really, got us ahead. And so second half, all our starters got to stay out and, really needed a game like that, man. It's been brutal. We've been really banged up and beat up and, so getting to that point last Friday was good and got to work and get our work in and get them out pretty quick.
When you get to this time of the season, you want to be playing your best football. I kind of felt like that Dover game, you look like that's exactly what you guys were doing.
It was, and again, you just kind of, you piece together different things throughout the year and things like that, and we were able to work on some stuff and really work on some passing game stuff we've been lacking on a little bit, and so just overall a good night, and the guys played really well. Defensively, I felt like we really stepped up, and kind of really felt like we kind of had a soft edge a lot of the season, and we looked better there in different places and different things. So just a good night for football.
So tonight we are on the road. We are in Chickasaw country taking on Blytheville this evening. And, these 3-4 games in the state playoffs, they always end up being something fun.
Yeah, and again, Blytheville, you watch them on film, and I'm telling you, they've got a running back that, he's a D1 talent. He's 6'2", 200 pounds, and like a 4'6", 4'5" guy, and so they've got some talent. Coach Stinson didn't get there till I guess it was around June this year, and so he's kind of getting all their stuff implemented, and kind of watch them throughout the season. They kind of have gotten better and better and better as the season has progressed, and it's definitely a tough matchup, but at the same time, I feel like we played in probably the toughest conference, just offensively, defensively, tough conference there is. Everybody in our conference plays tough defense. Everybody in our conference has good offenses, so we're definitely battle tested.
Courtney Rogers is the name of the young man who is the running back, and he's very good. But you know what? Your defense has seen some good running backs already this week, or this year, rather.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, there's no secret. We had our meetings and stuff, conference meeting, just everybody talking about all the different kids, and you really get to evaluate it now when you look back on the season of all the good teams we've seen, from the Heber Springs. They've got one of the fastest kids in the state up there, and then you go to Charleston and kind of what they've done this year and how good they are, and so you really get to see all the good things that you've seen this year, and so I don't think we'll be caught off by surprise, but they're not going to surprise us with their ability. We get to watch the film, and our guys have really broken down the film and put us in a situation where we feel confident. Just the trip, I think, is kind of one of the big factors this week.
Long haul, long haul. And I think when you get there with your offense has the football, I kind of like your odds of just basically going right at them.
Yeah, they seem to kind of move around blocks a little bit. They like to shoot gaps and things like that. So, and really, they've shown, several different defenses. So, I think their base is kind of a 4-2-5, but they've shown a 5-2, they've shown a 6-2. So. We're not going to be surprised by multiple things, but yes, they like to take chances, and usually whenever that happens, you can get some big plays behind it.
And of course, if your team is running time off the clock with your offense, you're not having to stop their running back.
That's right, and obviously, they're a team, and really, by their scores, you can kind of look. They're kind of a defensive team too, and offensively. Again, that's kind of the factor that you have to look out for, and for us especially, we could play a great game and we're at 14-0, and in one play it's 14-7, and so that's the stuff we can't allow them to do, is have that big home run play, on a 2 or 3 play drive. We got to put them back in the huddle and make them, execute play after play after play. If we can do that, I'll feel really good about it.
And what about injury-wise? How are we doing this late in the year? Everybody's a little bit banged up, but maybe the Dover game gave you a chance to get some people healthy? It
did. I feel like, Keggs is running around a lot better than he has in a while. And, of course, Caleb Stansel, he's kind of been banged up, but I think he's 100% now. Got a couple little bumps and bruises here, but I think overall we're pretty healthy.
And what does such a long trip, how does that affect a team? Because we're doing a, 3.5 hour, 4 hour drive?
Yeah, and 3.5, I think, is what the MapQuest says, and really, we've tried multiple things throughout time, and we've had, this is probably the longest trip we've had, but this year we were trying a couple different things, and we got here early and excuse me, eating breakfast, and then we're going to do our pregame workout that we normally do on a Friday before we head out. We're going to head out, stop in Searcy, eat there, then go to Harding, do a little walkthrough on Harding's field, and then head over, about halfway through, take about a 15-20-minute break, and then try to get there about 5, about our normal arrival time. And, again, that's what, just talking to the team yesterday, I said, one of the big things just in my mind that keeps sticking out is we've got to do a lot of things right today. And really it was after our our Thursday workout, or kind of getting all the hay in the barn type workout. And, I said, it starts right now. It's because, again, it was like 75 yesterday. I think it's going to be about 77 today. And, again, whenever it cools down like this, kids start thinking, oh, man, I'm good. I don't have to drink water.
Yep.
The next thing you know, it's in the middle of the game and you're dehydrated. And, so I said, that's the stuff we got to start doing. We got to get good sleep tonight. We've got to get water in us. And starting off the day, we've got to make sure, hey, we got to, control ourselves a little bit because it's just out of the ordinary. So, I told them, hey, when we're messing around, we need to kind of chill out and not use up too much energy as we're going through this day. Is just kind of stay eased and relaxed all the way throughout the day. And then whenever it's game time, we got to be able to turn it on.
As we're recording this, it's just before you guys get ready to do your stretching routine, and I've noticed a bunch of the players coming through here picking up drinks and getting things to drink, so I think you got through to them.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
And I think you've already given me the key for victory tonight. We've got to do a lot of things right.
That's absolutely correct, and again, that's always the key to it, but, really focusing, we've talked about defensively, we got to make tackles. I mean, when we get a hold of them, we've got to allow other guys to get there because I've seen several times on film where the Courtney kid has had 6 guys to take him down. It takes that many. And offensively, we kind of talked about, hey, we may break loose for a 5, 6, 7-yard run that's wide open, and they may tackle us pretty quick, and that's okay. That's okay. We just got to keep moving it, make them continue to tackle us.
All right, Coach, hopefully we'll come back and do this again next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, and I want to take a moment and say thank you to the Pottsville Apache football parents as they provided breakfast this morning. I appreciate Coach Rust inviting me to enjoy it. That was some good stuff.
Absolutely. Morrow Plumbing took care of it for us, and, man, they took care of us right.
We'll come back to Blytheville with more on the pregame show. Coach Russ, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Stephen Glenn. We'll be back after this timeout.
Apaches all season long. Smooth running, heating and air. E&F Roofing. Fleet Tire. Point S Tire and Auto Service. The Granite Shop. Tyler Riley of River Valley Realty. Van Horn Welding. And Tyson Foods. Metcalf Trucking. And Premier Facilities Group. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying tonight's broadcast.
Well, hello again, sports fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by D3 Auto Sales, by Arkansas Tech University, by Tyson Foods, by Premier Facilities Group, and by Metcalf Trucking Company. Here we go, Arkansas. Are you ready? Tonight, the storm's rolling out of Pottsville, and the Chickasaws can feel the thunder coming. The Chickasaws are the only thing standing between the Apaches and round two. Buckle that chin strap, folks. It's time for kickoff.
Haley Field in Blytheville. We are live for round one of the state playoff tournament. The Pottsville Apaches on the road to take on the Chickasaws of Blytheville. Pottsville at Blytheville. Blytheville is from the 3-4A conference. Blytheville will come into this game with an overall mark of 6-3. Their three losses came against teams with a combined record of 28-2. The Chickasaws lost at Southside last week, 47-14. The name you will hear me call more often than not for the Chickasaws is running back Courtney Rogers. In that loss, he ran the ball 21 times for 254 yards. That includes 2 touchdowns. Pottsville defeated Dover 42-13 a week ago. The Apaches come into tonight's game with an overall mark of 6-4. The teams that have beaten the Apaches have a combined record of 35-5. So we have two teams tonight desperate to go to round number 2 of the postseason. The Pottsville Apaches have already won the toss. They have chosen to defer to the second half. So Blytheville will get the football first. I suspicion if Blytheville had won the toss, they would have taken the football anyway. The Chickasaws will go from my left to my right across the broadcast position. Back deep to receive the ball
Number 50, Carlos.
will be number 7, Trayvon Orr. Carlos Pineda will handle the kicking chores tonight. Brother Jim, good evening. Welcome to tonight's broadcast.
Hey, Steve. Good evening. Good evening, Justin. It's good to be here tonight. I might not say a whole lot tonight because I'm doing camera duty as well.
So say nice things about the pictures coming to you tonight.
Yes, please.
From
Thank
Haley
you.
Field. We'll talk more about this facility, but first I'm going to tell you that Pineda's boot is on the way. It's taken on the return up the 15-yard line. Return coming to the near side, crosses the 35 to the 36-yard line. Trayvon Moore with a return. Braden Gaines makes the stop on the special teams play. And just like that, we are underway. Blytheville will take possession, 1st and 10 at their 37-yard line. Win and advance, lose and go to basketball. It is that simple. Or go to off-season. Chickasaws football first. They will send a wide out to the left side of the field. That's Trayvon Lewis. In the slot on the left side is Draylon Scott. Single wide out to the near side. The quarterback is Bell. And he has number 24, Courtney Rogers, in the backfield with him. Back now, trips to the left side. Bell takes it, hands off. Rogers has running room on the left side, and he's gone. Take this one to the house. You're not catching Rogers. 37-yard touchdown run on play number 1 from scrimmage.
63 yards, touchdown.
63-yard touchdown run by the running back for the Chicks, Courtney Rogers. That's how they wanted to start the game, that's for sure.
Well, Steve, I saw the light and I'm waiting for the thunder now. Wow.
Yep. Once he saw that opening straight ahead, there was no turning back on that one. Blytheville's kicker took a moment to to get his kicking shoe on. That happened so fast. Quarterback Chad Bell is the holder. Yahir Gonzalez will do the point after attempt. His kick is on the way, and it is through the uprights. Good. 11:43 to go, quarter number 1. Your score, Blytheville 7, Pottsville nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Well, that was fast. It was not a drive. It was one play, 63-yard touchdown run by Courtney Rogers.
Number 4.
Point after touchdown makes it a 7-0 lead, and that is not the start Pottsville wanted. Kagan Jones and Keaton Ashmore back deep to receive the kick. Gonzalez, strong kick, hooks to the other side of the field, and it's fielded at the 10. Return back to the 15, the 20. Cutting to the near side and getting outside contain is Jones. Kagan Jones up to the 35, runs through a Chickasaw to the 40-yard line. Penalty flag comes flying in, and there may be a face mask on this.
Number 16.
Nico Hill making the initial stop. There is a penalty flag on the near side of the field from where we are. That is the Blytheville side. And it looked like one of the Chickasaw players may have reached up and got a face mask by accident as they were trying to bring Jones down. They spot the ball at the 40. It is a face mask against the Chickasaws, so that will move the ball to the plus 45-yard line. Or excuse me, nope, to the minus 45-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Apaches. Pottsville's first play from scrimmage. Let's see if they are as explosive. Then the linesman stops play for a moment. Official timeout. They're sending Luke Rust off the field. I know not why. Now Coach Rust tells him get back on the field. The official says get off the field. So what's the problem?
I think it's a uniform or a piece of equipment that is illegal, he is calling. I don't know if it's gloves or whatever it may be.
Isaac Estes will come in to snap the ball to Court Johnson, who is the quarterback. Wing to the left, and boy, you saw that coming. Bad snap. Falling on the ball immediately is Court Johnson. Boy, that little send the center off, that's really rough on a team. That is really brutal. A guy didn't even warm up, has no chance. He's got to come into the game and shotgun snap. Loss is back to the 35-yard line. Loss of 10 on the play. Second down and long for the Apaches. Blytheville showing double coverage on the two wideouts. Single back in the backfield behind Court Johnson. Estes' shotgun snap as Blytheville shows they're coming on a dog. They hand off straight ahead, and that is actually a blitz that stacks up. Caleb Stansel, the ball carrier, but there were several chicks waiting there for him. Looked like the initial hit by Blytheville was made by Tondarius McDougal. That play may have picked up a yard, or actually we only got back to the line of scrimmage. So from their own 35-yard line, Pottsville facing a third down and 20. And now the officials are going to stop play again. Now they're going to send a Blytheville player off. What's going on? We get no explanation, no clue what's going on. 3rd down and 20 for the Apaches. Single back in the backfield behind Johnson, who's in the gun. Actually, it'd be a pistol formation with this set. Wideouts on both sides of the field on 3rd and 20. Play clock down to 10. Blytheville showing they're going to cover. They're walking everybody back. Johnson back to pass, looking left, still looking. Now breaks through a couple of would-be tacklers. Pass is going to be complete at the 40-yard line, up to the 41 or the 42-yard line. Kagan Jones makes the reception, but he's going to be stopped well short of first down yardage, just across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Pickup is 7.
4th down and 13.
It's going to be 4th down and 14 for the Apaches. Now realize Court Johnson is the punter. Pottsville's going to line up like they're going to go for this 4th down. They send Kagan Jones and Keaton Ashmore wide to the left, 2 wideouts to the right. And it does not look like Court Johnson's going to drop back and kick the ball. It's going to be Pottsville going for it, I think. No, now he's going to drop back and kick it. Blytheville has nobody back deep. They don't expect this to be kicked. Snap is good. Johnson gets the kickoff quickly. It's an end-over-end kick. It's going to take a Pottsville bounce, and it's going to die at the 5-yard line. Great kick by Court Johnson. Kagan Jones hustles down to stop it, and it will be Blytheville ball deep in their own territory. 9:02 left to go, quarter number 1. Blytheville already with a 7-0 lead. They'll start back at their own 6-yard line. Apache defense needs to make a stop here if at all possible. Well, that's tough when the other team runs one play from scrimmage and it goes 60-plus yards for a touchdown.
Steve, that's not how you want to start the ball game.
Nope.
And then pulling the center off the field, I don't understand what the official was doing there.
Yeah, that's lame. That is really lame. Make a team go right into a situation where they got to bring the backup deep snapper into the game with no warning, no warm-up, no nothing. Bell, the quarterback, Rogers behind him. Guess what? They're going to give it to Rogers. This time the Apaches there at the 6-yard line to make the stop. They ran the exact same play, but this time the Pottsville Apaches were much closer to being ready. Penn Helton, I think, with the initial stop.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 from the 6. Chicks go no huddle. That's normal for them. Pottsville would be expecting this. No wide out on the left side of the formation. Looks like they do have a wing there. Bell, the quarterback, Rogers. They fake the snap to him. Pass behind the line of scrimmage. That's a lateral, I thought. The official says, nope, it's incomplete, and he has a much better angle on that than I did, but that was dangerously close to a free ball. And I have no angle on that, but from here it sure looked like that was a lateral.
Well, Steve, we need a stop here, force them into 4th down.
3rd down and almost 10. Quarterback Bell is alone in the shotgun. They will split out Rogers. They do throw the ball to him occasionally. Now they bring it in motion, face the toss to him. They're going on a go route. This ball is up for grabs, and it is knocked away at the 40-yard line. Good play in the secondary by the Apaches. Eli Morris was back there, and I also think Noah Metcalf was back. Pass intended for Draylon Scott falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Well, you know they're going to go into punt formation now, so that's a good thing. Pottsville got to stop.
I watched their quarterback in warm-up. He's got an accurate arm, but strength-wise looks like about 35 to 40 yards is it. Quick kick on the way by Gonzalez, fielded by the Apaches. Good return across the 30 to the 25 to the 24-yard line. Good job coming up quickly by Kagan Jones to field that and give the Apaches good field position.
Heads up play that time by Jones. He knew he needed to field the football, and he did, Steve, and got a great return. And, man, what great field position did we have.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Apaches. I did not see if Rust came back in at center or not.
I believe
he
center,
is.
Number 65.
Yep, Luke Rust is back in at center. 2 backs in the backfield. Court Johnson under center for the snap. Handoff is to the left side inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Looked like just a veer offense. Kagan Jones, the ball carrier. And that's kind of what you want to do if you're Pottsville. 4 yards in a cloud of turf. Ball is at the 21-yard line. Second down and a long 5, short 6. Take your choice. Noah Metcalf splits wide to the right. Court Johnson in the gun. Caleb Stansel, the running back behind him. Wing on the left side of the formation. They're going to give it on the wing around to Jones. He has running room across the 15. Cuts left to the 10, to the 9, to the 8-yard line. Kagan Jones has a Pottsville Apache first down. They'll spot it right at the 8-yard line.
Ball is spotted. The 7-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal to go for the Apaches.
Good hard running that time, Steve, by Jones, and this is exactly what we need to get back in this ball game.
2 backs in the backfield. It's Kagan Jones and Caleb Stansel. Almost a pro set behind Court Johnson. We've not seen a lot of this. Court Johnson gives it to Stansel, gets some good blocking inside the 5, fights his way and spins down to the 3. They'll tackle him at the 2-yard line.
Number 7, Pregame.
Caleb
Chickasaws.
Stansel with some good running, and now the officials are going to stop play again. We may have a hurt Blytheville player. Yeah, there is a Blytheville player down on the field, so the Apaches will take a knee. I'll tell you, there was 6:54 to go in the first quarter. Blytheville leads at 7-0. Apaches knocking on the end zone, and we're back in 30 seconds.
Live a life there. I mean, home is those movie nights. They're the game days. They're the rush to school. It's really where the memories are made. And I have spent my entire adult life right here in the River Valley because I believe that this is the greatest area in the greatest state, and I'm blessed to help families put roots down here. I'm Tyler with River Valley, whether you're buying.
Pottsville Apaches after a quick timeout. It's second and goal from the 2. 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage. Court Johnson with the Apaches version of the tush push. He's into the end zone, and it is a touchdown, Pottsville. Caleb Stansel pushing from behind, and the Apaches take it into the end zone, and they now trail 7-6.
All right, Steve, we're back in this ball game. We had a rough start that first series, but we need this PAT. We need our good friend from Spain to put it between the uprights.
Yep. It is Mateo Sarcristan on to attempt the point after. Snap is good. Sarcristan boots it. It's on the way, and it is no good. Missed it wide to the left. Ouch. Yo, your new score with 6:34 to go in the first. Blytheville 7, Pottsville 6. Back in 30 seconds.
Live a life there. I mean, home is those movie nights. They're the game days. They're the rush to school. It's really where the memories are made. And I have spent my entire adult life right here in the River Valley because I believe that this is the greatest area in the greatest state, and I'm blessed to help families put roots down here. I'm Tyler Riley with River Valley Realty, and whether you're buying or selling, let's do it together, and let's go Apaches.
Might have been a little bit of case of the nerves for Mateo, as his kick had plenty of distance, but it was wide left, and Blytheville had no rush. Pottsville was perfect last week against Dover on point after kicks, but come up short here, and they lead Blytheville with a 7-6 lead. Pineda will kick off. Blytheville with 3 players deep. High short kick to the left side of the formation will bounce out of bounds. That was a smart play by Jatavian Wilson to let it go out of play. It went out of play at the 15-yard line, so Blytheville, I believe, will take over 1st and 10 at their 35.
Steve, I'm going to zoom in, but you see we got a decent crowd all the way from Pottsville, Arkansas to Blytheville, Arkansas tonight. We're very thankful for all the faithful that were able to travel and those that are watching online as well.
We appreciate everyone here on the live stream tonight. Chad Bell, the quarterback for the Chicks. Leading the offense onto the field is big number 58, Israel Craighead. He lines up at the left tackle spot. Bell and Courtney Rogers on the field. Again, a no-huddle team. Chicks have a wing to the right side of the formation. Teams like to run in that wing direction. They bring a motion man Wilson across the formation. They're going to give it to A running back coming to the near side, turns the corner at the 40, across midfield to the 45-yard line. Courtney Rogers with a big pickup. You knew he was going to run that direction just from the formation, and the Blytheville blocking was good enough. They got a first down and then some.
At the 45-yard line. And that's another Chickasaw first down.
20-yard pickup for the Blytheville running back. I was told by the press box staff here that nobody or very few at the college level are recruiting this young man. If you're a college coach listening to this game, I would suggest you give a long look at 24. They're going to give him the ball again at the 45. Same play, turns the corner on the right side, but this time the Apache's there to make the stop. Caleb Stansel come up from his linebacking spot to make the hit. Penn Hilton also there to contribute. Very short gain on the play, maybe a yard as they give him the 46. 7-6, Chicks with the lead. A lot of times that 3-4 game, which is what we have now in the state playoffs, those are the best games around the state. And this is starting out like it will be one as well. Wide out to the left side is Draylon Scott. One wide out to the right side. Bell takes the snap. They're going to give it to Rogers again. This time he's going to go left, and this time the Apache stack him up for a loss. First Apache there was Braden Gaines, and then he got a lot of help coming in. Gavin Surratt came up to support. Also Tyson Thacker on the stop, and that play's going to lose 4 yards back to the 48-yard line. So it's actually a loss of 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 13. Again, the Chicks go no huddle. Guyton comes wide to the right in the slot. He's flanked by Scott, Drayden Scott. Now the Guyton and Scott both move closer to the formation. I would suggest possibly watch for crossing routes here. Rogers in the backfield. They may give it to him on 3rd and 13. Now they're going to throw it. Bell back to pass. Looks right. Pass is going to be overthrown. His receiver slipped and fell at the 35-yard line. No contact on the play. The ball falls incomplete.
All right, Steve, you got a fourth down on the positive side of the 50, but what do? Do you go ahead and punt?
Well, I think they are lining up like they're going to punt because their kicker, Yahir Gonzalez, will be out to do the kicking. But if I were Pottsville, I think I'd play punt safe.
23, Yahir Gonzalez. That to receive.
Kagan Jones back deep to receive the kick. High snap. Gonzalez gets it off under pressure. Jones is going to watch it hit at the 20, pick it up at the 10-yard line, and has return yardage. Crosses the 20. At the hash, the 22. Jones fumbles the football. There's a mad scramble for the loose ball, and I think Blytheville got there first.
Jones on the return. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Pottsville.
Oh, they're going to say Pottsville got there. Justin, did you see who got there to that ball?
No, sir, I did not. It's a long way across that field.
I think it might have been number 15, Thacker.
Yeah, I think it might have been Tyson Thacker chasing that one down. So the Apaches will get the ball back, avoid the disaster there with 4:22 to go in the first quarter. The line of scrimmage will be their own 24-yard line on the first down play. Noah Metcalf comes wide to the near side. He draws single coverage from Clay. They may go on a go route here because the over-the-top coverage looks like it's going to angle left. You fake the counter to Jones, and the Apaches fumble the ball again, and this time Blytheville came up with it. Give was to Caleb Stansel, and I don't think he ever had that ball. So Blytheville gets the first huge break of the game with a fumble recovery.
25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Chickasaws.
Ouch. You know, turnovers really hurt this Apache team early in the season. I kind of thought they'd put that behind them. Blytheville leads at 7-6, and they have the football at the Apache 25-yard line, and I'm thinking we're going to get a steady diet of Courtney Rogers here. Slot left, one wide out to the right. The Apache shows single coverage everywhere. They're expecting Rogers to get the ball, and they're going to give it to Courtney. He goes right back up the middle. The Apache stack that up. Rogers is hard to bring down, but 4 players got there. Loss of a yard on a play will move the ball. In fact, he might have lost 2 yards. They'll put it back at the 27-yard line. This would be big if the Apache defense can keep them out of the end zone, but you've seen already in this first quarter just how good this running back, Courtney Rogers, really is. 2nd down and 12. Again, that wing. Again, they bring the man in motion. This time they're going to give it to the flanker, and he is going to be stacked up. Jatavian Wilson, the ball carrier, got inside the 30 to the 29-yard line, but I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. I think that play is going to lose a yard. Braden Gaines got out there to make the tackle. Yeah, that play went absolutely nowhere. They're still going to spot it at the 27. 3rd down and 12. Big play coming here for the Apaches. We have 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Chicks lead it 7-6. Trayvon Lewis goes wide to the left. Now watch out here because they got Rogers lined up in a slot, and it looks like he's going to get single coverage. Now they bring him in motion left to right. Bell back to pass on a look-in route. It's going to be complete at the 22-yard line, but the Apaches swarm up to make the tackle short of first down yardage, and Blytheville's going to have a decision here. It's going to be 4th down and about 6. Good job by the Apache swarming to the ball. 4th down and 7, and I think the Chicks are going to go for it. Pretty good coverage on that far sideline by the Apaches. They did not give up the big play. They forced the ball to be thrown well short of the first down yardage, and then the defense rallied to the ball. 4th down and 7 from the Apache 22. Rogers and Bell in the backfield for the Chicks. Wing is on the right side of the formation. Snap is good to Bell out of the gun. He looks to the right side. Pass into the end zone. And it's going to be caught in the end zone for a touchdown for Jameer Guyton. There is a penalty flag on the play. So hold on. Let's see what this is.
I think it might have been offensive pass interference, Steve, but I don't know that.
Well, it kind of looked like the receiver may have pushed off. But I'm looking for the white hat to make a call. Personal foul against the Apaches. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Apaches. "22-yard pass play into the end zone for the touchdown." Boy, turnovers will bite you every time, won't they? Or at least almost every time.
Well, you get this part of the season, Steve. The teams that are playing now, they're going to capitalize on turnovers, and that's what Blytheville has done.
You hear Gonzalez's kick is on the way. It's inside the left upright and is good. So with 2:03 left to go in quarter number 1, Blytheville leads Pottsville 14-6. We're back in 30 seconds.
But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Well, Blytheville has not exactly picked up tons of yards. Now, wait a minute. They marked this off against Blytheville. So I guess that was a personal foul on the Chicks after the touchdown. Maybe a little bit of a celebration penalty. So the Chicks are going to kick it off from their own 25-yard line. Pottsville hoping to get good field position here. You hear Gonzalez will hit it at the 25. Right-footed kicker boots it. Boy, he got into all of this one, didn't he? Going to be taken at the 25. Return right up the middle, crosses the 35 to the 40, to the 45, the 46-yard line. Kagan Jones on the return. And as hoped, the Apaches do get pretty good field position after the kick. Tackle by the Chicks made by Nico Hill. Minute 57 to go in quarter number 1. Pottsville 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. So the Apaches need to take advantage of this good field position again. Plenty of time in the game, no need to panic. Keaton Ashmore goes wide to the right. Johnson is in the shotgun. So far, Pottsville has tried to throw every time out of the shotgun. They give it to Kagan Jones, run blitz coming, and he gets tackled in the backfield. Jordan Holton came out of blitz, and nobody picked him up. Good play by Blytheville to force a loss of about 3 on the play back to the 41-yard line.
13.
Second down and 13 for the Apaches with 1:30 left to go in the quarter. Keaton Ashmore goes wide to the right. Slot on the far side as well. Open field left. The Apaches have a wing back there. Caleb Stansel, the running back in the backfield. And they fake the give to Stansel. They do give it to him. The read was straight ahead. He crosses the 43 to the 44-yard line, and then a penalty flag comes in from the back judge where you probably will have a holding call on the Apaches. You know, it'd bring up 3rd down and 11. Blytheville may take the play. Oh, I'm sorry, face mask on the Chicks. 5 yards is the mark off. That's twice now I've seen 5-yard face mask penalties. You don't see it called that often. So that will give the Apaches the ball at the 49-yard line after the penalty. A break there for the guys in white. Second down and a long 5, short 6. Blytheville shows blitz again. Pottsville empties the backfield. This will need to come out quickly. Johnson back to pass. Over the middle, has a man. Complete at the 25-yard line. First down for the Apaches. Beautiful throw and catch. Was that Thacker who caught it?
No, I believe it was number 2, Kyle Mahan.
Pottsville empties the backfield. This will
First down play down to the 25-yard line.
Scratch that. That's number 28, Poole.
Okay, Weston Poole with the reception on the first down to the 20-yard line. 29-yard throw and catch for the Apaches. Boy, that was a beautiful throw by Johnson, too. He laid it out there perfectly where only his guy could get there. First and 10 from the 20. Again, a split back set. Pottsville may be running the veer. They give it straight ahead to Jones. Shakes off one tackle at the 19. Powers ahead with those strong legs to the 15-yard line. I think they're going to spot him right at the 15-yard line. Multiple red jerseys in on the tackle. They are going to mark it at the 16-yard line. So the pickup is 4. Now this almost looks like the old split back veer. Again, 2 backs in the backfield, and Court Johnson is under center, and we have a whistle, and we are at the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Blytheville 14, Pottsville 6. We are back after this 1-minute timeout.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyond free.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
After 1, the Chicks lead the Apaches by a score of 14-6. Pottsville has the ball deep in Blytheville territory. It's interesting, when the Apaches have gotten into the red zone, they have gone to a split back set. And that's the lineup now. Into the game for the Apaches at running back is Tyson Thacker, also Kagan Jones behind the quarterback, Court Johnson. Now Pottsville could throw out of this set. Blytheville showing double coverage over the top. Second down and 5. They're going to give it a try to turn the corner on the right side. They're going to get it done. Jones inside the 10 to the 9 to the 8-yard line. That's going to be a first and goal to go for the Apaches. Orr making the stop.
That'll be spotted at the 7-yard line.
They're going to actually spot it at the 7-yard line. So it's first and goal to go from the 7. 14-6, Blytheville with the lead. The Apaches moving the ball well. Keaton Ashmore splits wide to the left. Single wide out to the near side is Noah Metcalf. 2 backs in the backfield. Strong side left. That's the direction they're going. Now they're going right up the middle, inside the 5 to the 4 to the 3-yard line. Kagan Jones, the ball carrier. It's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 3.
James Riley in on the stop for the Chicks. Ball is spotted at the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal to go for the Apaches. Pottsville's had significant success running blast and power. We'll see if they do it again with a split back look. Now they're going to empty out. Only back in the backfield is Jones. Court Johnson still under center. Single coverage on the 2 wideouts. Toss sweep to the left side. Jones follows some good blocking. Gets down to the 2, to the 1, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Kagan Jones. Good lead blocking on the left side by the Apaches, and they get into the end zone. Now, I guess you probably go for 2 here, right?
Yes.
So the Apaches are going to line up and go for 2 from the 3-yard line. I'm not sure you don't run the same play. Jones and Metcalf double up in the backfield. In the split back look, the pro set. Johnson under center, they exchange, gets messed up, and Johnson's going to get sacked. And once again, a failure of a special teams on the point after really hurts the Apaches. 10:44 left to go in the half. 14-12 Blytheville by 2. Back in a minute.
Supporting the Pottsville Apaches all season long, Smooth Running, Heating and Air, E&F Roofing, Fleet Tire, Point S Tire and Auto Service, The Granite Shop, Tyler Riley of River Valley Realty, Van Horn Welding, and Tyson Foods, Metcalf Trucking, and Premier Facilities Group. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying tonight's broadcast.
Hey, we appreciate everybody's patience. If you could see how I'm having to run the camera, I'm actually standing on 2 milk cartons and 2 2x4s, and so I appreciate a little patience tonight, but we're going to try to get better as the game goes along.
Pineda kicks it to the left side. He's going to kick it out of bounds again, and Blytheville's going to get pretty decent field position at the 35-yard line. But, you know, a kick out of bounds in high school isn't near the penalty it is in college and pros. The other team still got to go 65 yards, and that's not easy to do.
Steve, it's not, and but as you said, it's not as deadly in high school as it is in college and in the pros.
So the teams both have 2 touchdowns. The difference in the ball game, the 2 extra points kicked by Blytheville and the 2 point after touchdowns not converted by the Apaches. And 10:44 remain in the half.
We do appreciate all those that are watching online tonight. Thank you for watching. We appreciate our sponsors.
Blytheville's touchdowns have come on big plays. They have 1 1-play drive and 1 3-play drive. Bell, the quarterback, takes the snap, gives it to Courtney Rogers, gets across the 35, fights his way outside up the right sideline, and he's gone. At the 40, the 30, cuts to the middle of the field. And speaking of big plays, Courtney Rogers will take the ball 65 yards for a touchdown.
Steve, you know, you said it earlier about this young man reminds you of a guy that used to play for Oak Grove that wore number 5, Darren McFadden.
Yep.
Yeah, he's that quick.
That's the thing Coach Rust stressed in the pregame show. You have to tackle him. You cannot bounce off of him. Because once he hit open field, you're not going to catch him. You hear Gonzalez on to attempt the point after. Hold is good. The kick is on the way. This one is going to be no good. Wide to the right. 10:28 left to go in the first half. It is Blytheville 20, Pottsville 12. We're back in 30 seconds.
Every project starts with hard work and pride in what we build. Our licensed team combines experience and teamwork to bring strong ideas to life. From big jobs to small details, we put care into every weld, every cut, every connection. Because we're more than a company. We're a family right here in Arkansas, serving our neighbors with skill, honesty, and commitment. Van Horn Welding, building strength, building community.
Courtney Rogers already over 120 yards in just the first half. He had 254 yards in their last ball game. Blytheville has drives of 1 play, 3 plays, and 1 play. And they lead it 20-12. The Apache offense is going to have to answer. Gonzalez will kick deep. Here's his run-up. Boots it at the 40. Going to come to Kagan Jones at the 2. Jones will bring it back up the middle at the 10, the 15, 20 has room at the 30 to the 33-yard line, and the last Chickasaw who could make the tackle did. Otherwise, that had gone to the house. Touchdown saving play by Kobe Washington. 10:20 left to go in quarter number 2. Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Apache send a slot left in the formation. Wide out to the near side is Noah Metcalf. Court Johnson, the quarterback. I believe that's Jones in the backfield on the first down play from the 32. They take the snap. No, they're going to give it to Stansel. Stansel's got running room. He's up to midfield on the near side at the 40 to the 39-yard line. Caleb Stansel with a big run and good seal blocking on the right side by the Apache offensive line.
On the stop.
Good blocking on the right side. Carlos Pineda was in blocking, I believe. Was that 50 or 60? That might have been Dawson Parker who sealed that outside. But it is a first down for the Apaches at the 38-yard line. 30-yard pickup by Caleb Stansel. Stansel still in the backfield behind Johnson in the pistol. They take the snap, give it to Stansel. He's going to turn the corner on the left side. Bounces it outside the hash to the 30, to the 29-yard line. Caleb Stansel picked up almost 9 yards on the play before Jatavian Wilson could make the stop. Ball is going to be at the 29-yard line, so the pickup is 9 on the play. 20-12, Pottsville with the deficit, but they are driving. They're in Chick territory at the 29. Short side left, wide side right. Slot is on that side of the formation. Caleb Stansel in the pistol behind Court Johnson from the left hash. They're going to give it to Stansel. Cuts it back inside behind Luke Rust in the offensive line. Gets it inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. That's good enough for a Pottsville first down.
Move those chains.
Ball spotted at the 24-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 from the 24-yard line for the Apaches. 9 minutes to play in the half. Both teams have made exactly one defensive stop in the first half. Blytheville leads at 20-12. The Apaches on the drive. First and 10 from their 24-yard line. Johnson reads it, turns the corner himself going over the right side. Turned it in at the 23 down to the 22, and I think they're going to give him progress to the 20-yard line. Tackle made by Blytheville's Brian Lemons. Pickup is 4 yards on the play. 4 yards in a cloud of turf. And that's how you keep the ball out of Courtney Rogers' hands. Long, sustained drives. 2nd and 6 from the Chick 20-yard line. Johnson under center. Split backs, but one's lined up as a wing. They give it to the wing. Power, he's going to cross the 15 to the 11 to the 10-yard line. That time they line Kagan Jones up at the wingback position, and he's going to have a first down for the Pottsville Apaches. Forward progress to the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Apaches. That's twice now they've lined Kagan Jones up at a wingback spot, and twice they have given him the ball from there, and he's had success twice. Keaton Ashmore goes wide to the left. Noah Metcalf wide to the right. Split back set. Johnson takes the snap. Going to give it to Stansel. Cuts inside. Spins down. That was Jones. Spins down to the 5. Kagan Jones with a pickup to the 5-yard line. Tackle made by Blytheville's Trayvon Orr. But again, a nice pickup by the Apaches on first down. Pickup of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 4. Pottsville has the ball at the 6. They can get a first down without scoring. Again, 2 wideouts and a split back set, except this time the backs are split exceptionally wide. Blytheville shows blitz. They're going to give it to Stancil. Gets inside the 4 to the 3, trying to fight down closer to the end zone. He's going to be close to first down yardage, very close to the 2, and he's going to be just short. So they'll put him down at the 3-yard line. Third down and a yard for the Apaches. A yard for the first down, 3 yards to the end zone. Johnson back in the pistol again. Caleb Stancil is the single back behind him. It's an offset I formation. They have Jones on the left side. They're going to give it. Now they're going to toss it to Jones. Jones has lead blocking. Bounces it outside to the 2, to the 1. He's going to score, but this is going to come back. I think Pottsville had a hold. Yep, I saw it. Ouch. And that was right in front of the official, and I could not argue with it. Wish I could. That one's going to hurt. So the ball will be moved back to the 14-yard line on the penalty. That's a shame. Not only does it make it a long play, it takes a touchdown off the board as well. So it's going to be third down and about 11. And I would assume this is 2-down territory already for the Apaches as they trail it 20-12. And we have a timeout called by the Chicks. 6 minutes, 2 seconds remain in quarter number 2. Blytheville 20, Pottsville 12. More Apache football in 30 seconds.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Big play coming here on third down and 11. Pottsville has the ball at the Chicks 13-yard line. Blytheville's defense would love to get a stop here. Pottsville has had success running the football straight ahead, but do you do that on third down and 12? Pottsville's going to empty the backfield. Court Johnson is going to be by himself in the shotgun. 2 wideouts on each side of the formation. Wide splits by the Apache offensive line. Johnson back to pass, looking left. Has a man, but it's overthrown. Weston Poole was there, and he was open, but that pass was too high. I believe the Apaches are going to try a field goal here. So the Blytheville defense is going to hold here after the holding penalty took a touchdown off the board. Mateo on for the field goal. It will be a 30-yard kick from here. Pace Bartlett will hold. Ball is on the right side hash. 20-12 the current score. Pottsville trying to pull within 5. High snap. They get it down. The kick is on the way, but it is wide to the left.
Field goal attempt is no good.
So the Blytheville defense will hold on downs. It'll be Chicks ball, 1st and 10 on their side of the field with 5:52 left to go. On the missed field goal. High snap, that really blew the play up.
Got a score update for you, Steve. Clinton is up on Fountain Lake 20-12, oddly enough.
All right. Well, we knew that Clinton team was pretty good. With those 2 running backs, they're tough to stop. Speaking of stops, the Apache defense desperately needs one here. Chicks football 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line after the missed field goal. Bell is their quarterback, the ever-dangerous Rogers in the backfield. They're going to give it to Rogers, and the play is going to be blown dead immediately for a false start called by the official nearest the Apache sideline, so that'll back up Blytheville 5 yards. Blytheville's 3 touchdowns has come on drives of 1 play, 3 plays, and 1 play. One on a 22-yard touchdown pass after they recovered a fumble, and then 2 60-plus yard runs by Courtney Rogers. Ball moves back to the 25-yard line, or excuse me, to the 15-yard line after the penalty. And we have a stoppage of play again. Timeout called by the Chicks. Timeout on the field with 5:51 remaining in the half. Blytheville 20, Pottsville 12. We're back in 30 seconds.
Since inception, Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
Chicks used their second timeout of the first half. They lead this game 20-12. Their defense has gotten their second stop of the first half. Now their high-powered offense takes over, 1st and 15 at the 15-yard line. Bell back to pass. He's going to air it out to the near side, looking for his receiver, Trevin Lewis, at the 40-yard line, and it falls incomplete. Pretty good coverage by the Apaches on the near side. Looked like Pottsville had Andrew Wells in coverage. Also on the near side, Eli Morris, as the ball falls incomplete. Second down and 15. Incompletion stops the clock. Pottsville could use a 3-and-out here, maybe get good field position with one more drive. Empty backfield, Bell in the shotgun. They're still going to give it to Rogers, and he's going to try to get outside. Does. And that's going to come back also. That's going to be a hold on Blytheville. A potential tackler on the far side for the Apaches just absolutely got drugged to the ground. And that'll be a holding call. That would have been a good pickup for the Chicks, but that's going to move it back from the 20-yard line. This will be marked off to the 10. Second down and 20. It doesn't matter where Blytheville lines up Courtney Rogers. You just kind of have to assume he's going to get the football most times. He will be in the backfield in a shotgun formation with Bell, the quarterback, next to him. Chad Bell calling a snap count on second down and 20. Bell back to pass. Now under pressure. His pass is going to be complete at the 15-yard line. It's thrown to Trevin Lewis, and he is going to get tackled after a pickup of about 4, I think. Are they going to give him the 15? And Lewis is down. He's very slow to get up. Okay, they're going to give him to the 17-yard line. So a pickup of 7 on the play. 3rd and 13 for the Apaches. Again, I'd still watch for Trevin Rogers. With 2 runs from scrimmage of over 60 yards, don't you have to watch for him? Even on 3rd down and 13. Chicks at their own 17-yard line. Apaches desperately need a stop here. Pottsville showing single coverage all over the field. Blytheville brings a man in motion. They're going to give it to Rogers. Power spins away from one man, bounces it to the outside, and he may be gone again. Yep. Rogers at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and he'll walk into the end zone for a touchdown. Wow.
There is a penalty marker on the play.
There is a penalty flag on the play. Illegal shift on Blytheville. Hold everything. An illegal shift will take a Blytheville touchdown off the scoreboard. Boy, by game 10 and 11 of the season, you're seeing a lot of penalties in this one from both sides. Markoff will put the ball back to the 12. And I should have known something was wrong because none of the officials went running down after Rogers either. They knew this one was coming back. So it'll be 3rd down and 18. The referee the white hat signals the ball ready for play. Blytheville gets the call from their sideline. 3rd down and 18 from their 13. They've got to get the ball outside of the 30, just short of the 31 for a first down. 4 minutes exactly to go in the half. Pottsville needs a stop here. Chad Bell takes the snap. They're going to give it to Rogers. He's going to be stacked up in the middle, and he's going to be knocked down at the 15-yard line, pickup of about 2, and it's going to be 4th down and very long.
Kadarius Lester on the carry. Ball was spotted at the 12-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
4th down and 19, so the Apache defense does their job. This Blytheville kicker gets the kickoff very, very quickly, so Keaton Ashmore will need to adjust very fast. I'm assuming Blytheville's not going to run a fake punt on 4th and 18. End-over-end short kick hits at the 38. Good job by the Apaches to field it. Starts right, reverses left, gets to the 40, to the 39-yard line, and a good job by Keaton Ashmore to give the Apaches first down yardage in plus field position. So the Apache defense comes up with their second stop of the half.
Ball will be placed at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
In fact, they spot the ball right at the 40-yard line. Chicks lead this game 20-12. Pottsville has moved the ball well, but they've kind of self-destructed on some plays as well. Pistol formation on the 1st and 10 from the 40. Caleb Stansell the back. High snap. They're going to give it to Jones on the reverse, and he cuts inside a potential Blytheville tackler to Darius Luster. Luster stays with the play and makes the stop inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Pickup of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9. 2:59 and the clock continues to roll in the second quarter. Blytheville with an 8-point lead. Keaton Ashmore goes wide to the left. Metcalf wide to the near side. And again, they're going to give it to Caleb Stansell, and he's going to be picked up right as he hit the line of scrimmage. I'm going to tell you that the Pottsville backs, I don't know if Blytheville has figured this out or not, but the Pottsville backs telegraph when they're going to get a handoff because they really lean forward on the play just before the ball is snapped. I have seen both Pottsville running backs do that. And if I can see it, I almost think the Blytheville defense can as well. 3rd down and long. 3rd down and about 8 from the 38 of Blytheville. Out of the pistol formation. And the running back did not lead forward, so this is a pass. It's going to be incomplete at the 30-yard line. Nice curl route by Keaton Ashmore, but could not bring in the pass. It was on time, and it would have been close to first down yardage. They just could not make the connection. It'll be 4th down, and I think you probably have to go for this. Do you not?
Steve, I'd go for it. I'd go for it, Steve.
4th down and 8. Pottsville sends wide to the left side. Weston Poole trips to the right side. Stansell, the single back in the backfield. Court Johnson, the quarterback, looks at the play clock. There's 8 seconds, and I think Pottsville's going to take a timeout. 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in this first half. Pottsville trailing Blytheville 20-12, and we are back in 30 seconds.
Every project starts with hard work and pride in what we build. Our licensed team combines experience and teamwork to bring strong ideas to life. From big jobs to small details, we put care into every weld, every cut, every connection. Because we're more than a company. We're a family right here in Arkansas, serving our neighbors with skill, honesty, and commitment. Van Horn Welding, building strength, building community.
Steve, got a few score updates for you right now. Arkadelphia, they're up 14-0 on Highland. Clinton is up 27-12 now. Warren was up 14-0 over Gentry. Dardanelle 20-7 over Malvern. And Hamburg 21-7 over Mena.
That Dardanelle game Malvern always has success in the postseason, but boy, you run into the Sand Lizards, and that's tough. 4th down and 8 for the Apaches from the 38-yard line of the Chicks. They're going to go for it. Court back to pass, rolls left. He's in trouble, and if this doesn't get picked off, it's going to be a penalty. Ball falls incomplete. The Apaches fail on 4th down, and I would imagine Blytheville will decline this penalty. I'm not sure what that play was, but it did not look like Pottsville ever had a chance for success on it, and they'll turn the ball over on downs.
The Chickasaws will take over on downs at their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
So the Chicks defense will hold. They'll give the ball back to their high-powered offense. They lead it by 8 points and have 1:54 to go. They'd like to go in at halftime with a 2-score advantage. Boy, Pottsville could not take advantage of that field position. Once again, penalties hurting the Apaches. And I still believe that the Apache running backs are telegraphing when they're going to get the ball. They are leaning forward just slightly just before the ball snapped. If they stand there, it's going to be a pass. We'll make some adjustments at halftime. Courtney Rogers is going to get it. He bounces it outside. And this is going to come back. Rogers is going to get buried at the 43-yard line. They blow it dead. Host of Apaches getting there. Nice job by Caleb Stansel setting the edge, and then coming in to help will be Connor Mitchell. And a penalty is on Blytheville. It's going to back them up.
Penalty is against the Chickasaws. Spotted at the 31-yard line.
So that'll move the ball back to the 31.
First down, 18.
First down at about 18. Scoreboard shows Pottsville with 1 timeout and Blytheville with 2. I thought it was the other way around. Nonetheless, empty backfield behind Chad Bell. Where's Rogers lining up? They may still give him the ball. They bring a motion man, or they're going to give it to him on the reverse, and Pottsville plays that perfectly. That play's going to lose about 4 yards. Trayvon Orr, the ball carrier, but again, Kai Mahan came up from the secondary to set the edge, and that play will lose yards back to the 28-yard line. A minute 22 left to go in the half. 2nd down and 20 for Blytheville. Now the Chicks are going to take their time, run that play clock down a little bit. They don't want to give the ball back to the Apaches with a chance for Pottsville to score. Rogers, the back in the backfield. He's going to line up dead even with the quarterback Bell. Now steps up even. They're going to give it to Rogers, and he's going to have running room again. And he's gone. At the 30, the 25, the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown. You don't tackle him very quickly, you're not going to catch him. 72-yard touchdown run. That will make it 26-12 with a point after coming. He's got to be close to 200 yards in the first half. When we break for halftime, I'll try to come up with individual statistics, but Blytheville's going to use a timeout here to get their kicker on the field. Pottsville will get the ball back with about 40 seconds left to go in the half, but they will be trailing at least 26-12. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout here and come back with the kick in 30 seconds.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet, or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Welcome back to Blytheville. Again, Lightning has struck for the third time tonight. Courtney Rogers with a 72-yard touchdown run. I have him with 210 yards. Blytheville's going to go for 2, and the ball is fumbled into the end zone. The point conversion will fail, and a lot of late hits not being called by the officials. A lot of hits going on long after the whistle blows. The play dead, and there's no penalty called for it. So the 2-point conversion attempt will fail. Now the officials are going to huddle up for a minute. 48 seconds remaining in the half. Blytheville leading this game 26-12. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
Supporting the Pottsville Apaches all season long, Smooth Running, Heating and Air, E&F Roofing, Fleet Tire, Point S Tire and Auto Service, The Granite Shop, Tyler Riley of River Valley Realty, Van Horn Welding, and Tyson Foods, Metcalf Trucking, and Premier Facilities Group. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you're enjoying tonight's broadcast.
Point conversion. Sure appeared from here that ball was clearly out before it got into the end zone, but hey, I'm not on the field, so obviously I'm wrong. 28-12, Blytheville with the lead. Low line drive kick is going to be taken at the 25-yard line. Kai Mahan fields the ball, and it will be Pottsville ball, 1st and 10.
Ball is spotted at the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Pottsville will have the ball at their own 24-yard line. 1 timeout and 46 seconds. So the Apache needs first downs. They need them quickly. 1st and 10, split back set. Johnson up under center. They're just going to hand it off straight ahead. I think Pottsville's just going to get to the halftime break and try to regroup. Kagan Jones, the ball carrier. He'll get out to the 25-yard line. And the play clock and the game clock are almost in perfect synchronization. Pottsville will get the ball to begin the third quarter, so you don't want to risk a turnover here. Offset I formation from the 26. Handoff is going to be to Stansel. He's going to cross the 35 to the 40-yard line with 6 seconds, 5 seconds. First down will stop the clock. I don't know if Pottsville will use a timeout here or not. Courtney Johnson is over on the sideline. Ball is at the 40-yard line. Yeah, they're just going to let the clock run out. So your score at the half, Blytheville leads this game 28-12. We'll come back with halftime information after this 2-minute timeout. This is Pottsville Apache football.
Has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
You belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind, offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desert, d3autosales.com.
At Van Horn Welding, every project starts with hard work and pride in what we build. Our licensed team combines experience and teamwork to bring strong ideas to life. From big jobs to small details, we put care into every weld, every cut, every connection. Because we're more than a company. We're a family right here in Arkansas, serving our neighbors with skill, honesty, and commitment. Van Horn Welding, building strength, building community.
Welcome back to Haley Field in Blytheville. The Chickasaws leading the Pottsville Apaches by a score of 28-12. The story of this ball game is the rushing yardage by running back Courtney Rogers. I have Courtney Rogers with 200 yards just on his touchdown runs. That doesn't count any of the rest of the yards he has picked up. My best guess would be he probably had about 215 yards in that first half and 3 touchdowns. That's a good 2 weeks for many running backs.
That's nuts, Steve.
That's what Rogers has had in the first half. Blytheville got on the board early. They had a lightning strike on their first play of the game. They gave it to Rogers. He went 63 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. The point after kick was good. Pottsville did answer with 6:34 to go in that first quarter. It was a touchdown run by Court Johnson after the Apaches got a short field after a Blytheville punt. However, the point after was wide to the left. Blytheville led 7-6. Next drive by the Chicks. They had a 3-play, 25-yard drive after the Apaches fumbled the ball at their own 25-yard line. This time it was a touchdown pass from the quarterback Chad Bell to Jameer Guyton. The point after touchdown was good. Chicks led it 14-6. The Apaches on their ensuing possession had a 6-play, 55-yard drive. The final 3 yards of that drive coming on a touchdown run by Kagan Jones. The Apaches go for 2 and it failed. So with 14:31 left to go in the second quarter, Pottsville had closed the distance to a score of 14-12. However, here we go again. Blytheville, after the kick, got the ball on their own 35-yard line. A handoff to Courtney Rogers. He went 65 yards for the touchdown. The kick was no good. And with 10:44 left to go in the third, Chicks led it by a score of 20-12. Pottsville had a touchdown taken off the scoreboard on a holding call, and it was a legit call. I was looking right at it, and it was right in front of the officials. The Apaches unable to score on that. They turned the ball over on downs, and then guess what? A 72-yard touchdown run by Courtney Rogers. The point after was a 2-point conversion. A late overrule ruled that to be good, and your score at the half was Pottsville trailing Blytheville 28-12. It could be worse. I told you Rogers has 200 yards just on touchdown runs. He had a 68-yard touchdown run called back on a penalty. He could have almost 300 yards in the first half. He is a good one. So we'll come back with second half action. Brother Jim is on the cameras. He has gotten off the milk crates to take a bit of a break here. Justin, your thoughts on the first half?
Why is nobody recruiting this Courtney Jones fella? My goodness, he is a hard-running, fast young man.
Yeah, Courtney Rogers is really a gifted athlete. There's no doubt about that. I'm pretty sure he could certainly play Division II ball. And,
at least.
I don't know. And the thing about him is I don't know about his speed. I don't know what he runs the 40 in, but he is so hard to bring down. That's
big and fast. That's a hard combination.
Yep, sure is. All right, well, the Apaches will have the ball with a chance to get back into the game to begin quarter number 3. We'll bring that to you in about 10 minutes or so. Right now, Blytheville at halftime leads this game 28-12. I'm Stephen Glenn. So long for just a little while. Welcome back to Haley Field in Blytheville, round one of the state playoffs. Pottsville has trailed this game since the first play from scrimmage. Literally, that first play was a 65-yard touchdown run by Courtney Rogers. He has 200 yards rushing on his touchdown runs. He also has 12 more yards officially for 212 yards in the first half. But he also had an 85-yard touchdown run called back. The young man could have over 300 yards rushing in the first half. Wow, he is impressive. Blytheville's other touchdown came on a pass, and the Chicks lead this game 28-12. Now, the Apaches have had some success on offense, but they had a touchdown called back on a holding call, and I just happened to be looking right at the play, and it was a good call. It did hold, and Pottsville backed up on that play, unable to get it into the end zone. The Apache that's 7 points Pottsville didn't get. One of the Blytheville touchdowns was set up by an Apache fumble deep in their own side of the field at the 25-yard line. So that's 14 points. This game could real easily be 14-12. So the Apaches have really struggled. Both teams have had a ton of penalties called in this game, too. I don't keep penalty yardage, but it is a bunch. So we'll get this second half started in about 2 minutes. Pottsville will have the ball first. And you hate to say that the first possession of a half is a must score, but I think it is in this case for the Apaches. A touchdown here would pull them back to within one possession, and then they're going to have to find a way to corral Courtney Rogers. I'm Stephen Glenn. Brother Jim Huffman, the football Padre, is here. He's actually doing most of the camera work tonight. Justin Smith is producing tonight's broadcast and also keeping you up to date on the other scores in the ball game and other ball games around the state. Anything interesting there score-wise, Justin?
Yes, sir, there is. Dardanelle, they're up 34-7 over Malvern right now. And some more Pottsville fans, they might be interested in this. Atkins up 20-6 right now.
Oh, that's on the road for Atkins, isn't it?
Yes, that is on the road. And that's big time. That's for them. They've struggled the past couple weeks. They got some injuries, but that's good for Atkins to come out strong tonight.
Well, and I feel, this is going to sound funny, but I feel badly for the Malvern team. That Dardanelle group's for real. There's no doubt about that. And we have been to Malvern twice for state playoffs games, lost both times, but the Malvern crowd is so nice, and their press box crew is so uplifting and so positive. Kind of tough draw for them in the first round, but boy, give Dardanelle all the credit in the world. Those guys can play.
They really can. Creed Vega, the Air Force commit, and Rod Chatton, they've had spectacular seasons so far.
Or if Creed has learned the words to the Air Force hymn.
I bet he has.
We go into the wild blue yonder. Okay, I'll quit. The kicker for Blytheville is on the field. I would assume he's going to want 10 more guys to join him to perhaps tackle a Pottsville return. The Apaches will be returning the ball from the end zone to my right. Chicks will hit the ball. Their kicker is Yair Gonzalez. He does all of their kicking, by the way. He has a strong legs, no doubt about that. He's 2 for 3 on extra points, and his kickoffs have been very good as well. Keaton Ashmore, Kagan Jones are back deep to receive the kick. Low line drive kick is going to be taken by the Apaches at the 25 by an up man. Return across the 35 to the 40 to the 45 near midfield. So a good return by the Apaches.
Laundry.
There is a penalty marker on the play, and if this goes the way things have gone tonight, this good kick return is going to come back. And I'm not being critical of the officials when I say that. It's just been that sort of a night. Yep. Hold on the Apaches. A bunch of penalties actually have been called on both teams, so I'm not calling out the officiating crew at all. It's just been one of those games. This looks more like something you would see in week 2 or week 3 of the year. Lots of penalties on both teams. Both teams have had a touchdown called back on a penalty. So Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line rather than near midfield. That hurt. But you put that in the rearview mirror, and Court Johnson leads the offense to the line of scrimmage, which is the 25. Noah Metcalf splits out wide to the left. They have not targeted him tonight. He is the only wide out in the formation. And again, the running back leads forward, and they give the handoff. Stansel gets across the 37 to the 38-yard line on the power. He will pick up 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And again, the reason you're not hearing a lot of Brother Jim on the broadcast is because he has been pressed into duty as a cameraman, and believe me, that's a full-time job. I would not want to try to do both of those.
On 2 milk cartons and 2 2x4s.
That's right. To get that angle so that our fans can watch the game. 2nd down and 6. They're going to give it to Stancil again. Makes one man miss. Gets ahead outside the hash to the numbers at the 30-yard line. Caleb Stancil with another nice carry. He'll get across the 30 to 31-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Hey, Steve, can we say something about Nick's?
Sure.
Man, dinner tonight was fantastic at Nick's Barbecue Restaurant in Carlisle, Arkansas.
Yeah, if you're on this side of the state, it's worth the trip, even if you have to go out of your way. Get the sampler plate. You'll get 3 meals out of it. We are. 3rd down and 5 for the Apaches at their own 30-yard line. They're going to give it to Jones on the wing around. He's going to have 1st down and more. Powers his way across the 40 up toward the Chickasaw at midfield on the 45-yard line. And it'll be a 1st down for the Apaches. Boy, Pottsville needed that.
Good hard running that time by Jones.
Jones with a pickup of 13 on the play. That wing reverse has worked very well a couple of times for the Apaches. So Pottsville now has it out about to where they would have had it on the kick return if there hadn't been a holding call. Court Johnson in the pistol formation with a single back behind him. They're going to give it to Jones. He's going to cross the 45, cuts it inside at the hash to midfield, and spun down at the 48-yard line by Curtis Richardson for the Chickasaws. I would say for the Indians, but in this game that doesn't tell you anything. One team being the Apaches, the other are the Chickasaws. And if I heard right, I think the Chickasaws are in the same situation Pottsville is. We have the permission of the tribe to use the name. I believe that is correct. Ball is at midfield for the Apaches. 2nd down and a long 4 or short 5. Split back. 1 wide out to the left. Power on the line of scrimmage. They're going to give it to the fullback, Jones. He's going to fight his way across the 46, spins at the 45, and falls forward to the 43-yard line before the Chicks can make the stop. That's going to be another 1st down for the Apaches before Trevin Lewis can come in and make the play. Ball will be spotted at the 42-yard line. Pickup is 8 for the Apaches. Apaches have moved the ball in this game. It's that you got to get it into the end zone, and then you got to make the point after. But first things first. 1st down and 10 from the 42. Ball is on the left hash. Open field right, the wide side of the field. Offset I formation, and they're going to give it to Stancil. He gets out of 1 tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and then not much more than that. James Riley came on a blitz that nobody picked up, and Caleb Stancil did an amazing job of not getting caught for a loss. You got to make him pay for those blitzes too. Send somebody out into the area of the field where he's covering. I don't know that Pottsville has run a screen pass tonight, come to think of it. 2nd down and 9 for the Apaches. Of course, there is a reason I don't call plays. I am much better at talking. Split back set. Court Johnson under center on the 2nd and 9. They're going to give it to Stancil. Gets inside the 40. Muscles his way down to the 39 to the 38-yard line before a host of Chickasaws come in on the stop. Curtis Richardson got there first. It's going to bring up 3rd and long from the Blytheville 38-yard line. And I would think this is 4-down territory. Of course, it may depend on what happens on this 3rd down play. It's 3rd down and 8. Noah Metcalf goes wide to the right. He has yet to be targeted tonight. Open field to short side left. Blytheville showing blitz again. And Pottsville is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Pottsville has not picked up that run blitz the entire night. And that play is going to move the ball back to the 40-yard line. So now I'm not so sure you go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
Loss of 2 on the play. I'm sorry, I'm talking about 10 coming in from the linebacking spot. He's actually lines up as an interior defensive lineman. They're in a 4 lineman set, and he lines up as almost a nose guard. 4th and long, Pottsville is going to go for it from the Blytheville 40. From the pistol, 2 wideouts. Johnson back to pass. has time. Go route on the right side is open, and it's going to be incomplete at the 15-yard line. That play was there. Noah Metcalf couldn't make the connection, and Pottsville will turn the ball over on downs.
Ball is turned over on downs. Your Bible Chickasaws will have first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So Blytheville will get the ball first and 10 at their own 40-yard line. That was so close. Pottsville took 5 minutes off the clock on that drive, got it down to the Chickasaws 38-yard line, and then the drive stalled. Just barely missed connection on that fourth down play. Rogers lines up at a wing on the left side. Bell is in the backfield. It's empty. See if they bring Rogers in motion. Yeah, they do. They're going to give it to him. It makes one man miss, makes two men miss, and then the rest of the Apache defense catches up with him. He's driven down at the 30-yard line, but I think they're going to give him progress to the 35, which is a loss of 5. And Rogers is down. So is Kai Mahan. Mahan gets up. Courtney Rogers crawls off the field, and oh boy, I hate to see this. He is in pain.
It's his hip, Steve. I think it's his hip.
Yeah, because he cannot get up. Oh boy.
My goodness.
Loss of 5 on the play. And Rogers is still down. I don't know that I've seen him move other than to crawl off the field. Second down and 15 after a loss of 5, but the Blytheville fans holding their breath for Courtney Rogers. He is still down. From the 35-yard line, second down and 5. Blytheville leads this game 28-12. Bell, the quarterback. He's going to give it to the backup running back, who's going to be across the 40-yard line to the 44, and it's going to bring up third down and about 5. Backup running back is Tadarius Luster.
Steve Rogers is going back in the game.
Okay, Rogers is making his way back out onto the field. You do appreciate that. Ball is at the 46-yard line. Third down and 4. Third and 4 from the 46. Courtney Rogers is back out on the field. We're glad he is not hurt badly. Wing to the left, 2 wideouts to the right, and a penalty flag pre-snap. And it is a false start on the Chicks. And by the way, I am not being disparaging to Blytheville when I call the team the Chicks. That is what they have on their uniforms. And I actually broadcast a state basketball and overall basketball championship for Blytheville back in '89, and I was told then that Chicks is perfectly acceptable. So I'm not trying to put anybody down. I mean, you put it on the uniform, it's okay, right? Yes, sir. Slot right, 1 wide out to the left. Scott comes in motion. Pass to the right side is going to be caught, and the Pottsville Apaches cannot make the tackle. At the 30, the 25, the 20, and this is going to go to the house. Jameer Guyton with a touchdown. Boy, that's going to be the epitaph for the Apaches in this game. Can't make the touchdown, can't make the tackle. 60-yard throw and catch. Big plays, the tell of the tale in this ball game, that's for sure. So Davian Liddell a little bit late getting on the field. Coach Stinson still giving him instructions. I would think the instructions would be something like catch the ball and get it down. They're going to go for 2 here. And the 2-point conversion is going to fail. Don't know that I understand that call, but the 2-point conversion will fail. 5:17 left to go in the third quarter. Blytheville 34, Pottsville 12. We're back in 30 seconds.
At Van Horn Welding, every project starts with hard work and pride in what we build. Our licensed team combines experience and teamwork to bring strong ideas to life. From big jobs to small details, we put care into every weld, every cut, every connection. Because we're more than a company. We're a family right here in Arkansas, serving our neighbors with skill, honesty, and commitment. Van Horn Welding, building strength, building community.
Well, another short drive, 2 plays, 60 yards. 60 yards of it coming on a long touchdown pass on 3rd and long. 2-point conversion failed, and it's now a Blytheville 34-12 lead. Guyton kicks off, short kick. Pottsville boots it around, now recovers it at the 24-yard line.
Kickoff is down.
Keaton Ashmore fell on the football to give the offense possession. Pottsville has moved the football in tonight's game. They just haven't been able to get it into the end zone. They really shot themselves in the foot a couple of times with penalties. Pass completion just off the hands. Pottsville will be at their own 22-yard line. 1st and 10. Court Johnson, the quarterback, with the one back behind him. And that play blew up from the beginning. I don't know if Johnson turned the wrong way or if Stansel ran the wrong way, but Court was expecting a running back there, and there wasn't. Johnson was able to scramble back to the line of scrimmage, but there's no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down, and we have another Blytheville player down. 4:59 to go, quarter number 3. Blytheville 34, Pottsville 12. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Supporting the Pottsville Apaches all season long, Smooth Running, Heating and Air, E&F Roofing, Fleet Tire, Point S Tire and Auto Service, The Granite Shop, Tyler Riley of River Valley Realty, Van Horn Welding, and Tyson Foods, Metcalf Trucking, and Premier Facilities Group. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying tonight's broadcast.
After the Blytheville player makes it to the sideline, it's 2nd and 10 for the Apaches. Handoff is in the backfield to Kagan Jones as he gets to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 0, Xavier Liddell.
Xavier Liddell making the stop, pick up maybe a yard on the play. Boy, through the Apache offense, you don't want to give the ball back to Blytheville this quickly, but whatever adjustments the Chicks have made along the line of scrimmage, they have really shut down the Apache offense. Third down and 9 with 4:09 to play in the game. Slot right, open field left. Pistol formation on 3rd and 9. Johnson marking the snap count. Fakes the give to the right side. Pass over the middle is short and incomplete. That play was there, but the pass was behind the intended receiver, and it's going to be 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and 9.
4th down and 9 for the Apaches. 34-12. Chicks lead this game. Blytheville's secondary defender got a hand on that ball and knocked it away, but if it had been out in front of the intended receiver, that would have been a touchdown. 4th down and 9. The Apaches with no real choice but to go for it, trailing 34-12. Now they're going to back off Johnson, so I guess they do have a choice. They're going to show a kick. Blytheville doesn't believe it. They're just now dropping somebody back. Good kick by Court. It's going to hit at the 35, take an Apache bounce inside the 30. And it looks like Kagan Jones is going to hustle down and stop it at the 28-yard line. It'll be Blytheville's ball, 1st and 10 from there.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The Apaches able to move the ball somewhat on their first possession of the half. Got to the Blytheville 38, and there the drive stalled. That time they were Apaches unable to pick up a 1st down. And the Chicks will take over 1st and 10. They will start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Big plays have been the story of this ball game. Blytheville has about 4 of them of 60-plus yards, and they had 1 called back. Jatavian Wilson goes wide to the left, also a slot on the left side of the field. Courtney Rogers is in the backfield behind Bell. He's going to get the give coming left. Turns the corner at the 28 and is tackled at the 28-yard line. Tackle is made by Penn Helton to hold that play to a gain of maybe a yard.
On the stop of Pottsville. Gain of 1. Be second down and 9.
Pickup is a yard, 2nd and 9 coming for the Chicks. They are a no-huddle team. They'll get the play from the sideline. Jameer Guyton, who caught a long touchdown pass, goes wide to the left. Bell is the quarterback. Rogers is also in the backfield. Play clock down to 16. Blytheville getting set. Motion man comes from left to right. He's going to be the lead blocker for Rogers. Rogers is going to get hit at the 30-yard line. I'm not convinced he's well. Pickup of a yard on the play to the 30.
Third down and 8.
He looks like he's running a little bit gingerly after he ended up sliding off the field after a Pottsville tackle. Looked like he might have had a sore hip. 3rd down and a long 8, short 9 for Blytheville. They're at their own 30. Out of the gun, they fake it to Rogers. Pass is going to be short to Guyton. He's going to make a man miss, and he's gone. There's your big play again. At the 20, the 15, the 10. Guyton celebrating all the way down the sideline. And that will be a touchdown. 70-yard touchdown, throw and catch. Looks like Blytheville's going to attempt to go for 2 here again. 40-12 your score now. Tredarius Luster a little bit late getting on the field, but the play clock still at 10. Now they have the call from the sideline. And now Blytheville's going to take a timeout.
Timeout on the field.
2 minutes and 19 seconds remain in this ball game. Blytheville leading Pottsville 40-12. Timeout on the field. Back in 30 seconds.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
After the Blytheville timeout, they lead the game 40-12. They're going to go for 2 here with 2:19 to go in the third quarter. Winner of the game gets the honor of going on the road to Stuttgart to take on the Ricebirds. Stuttgart got the first round bye. 2 men came in motion at the same time. They toss it to Tredarius Luster. He'll go for the 2-point conversion. I didn't think you could put 2 men in motion at the same time, but that's okay. 2-point conversion is good with 2:19 left to go. Blytheville now leads the game 42-12. Jim, this one may be getting out of hand.
Steve, I'm afraid it is. All Blytheville tonight. Yep, Pottsville's had its moments, but unfortunately, penalties and some turnovers, they never help, especially if you're playing a team like Blytheville on the road in the first round of the state playoffs.
Blytheville's big play capability is definitely impressive. There's no doubt about that. They have a couple of guys who can make big plays. Jameer Guyton, the wide receiver, has 2 long touchdown receptions. Courtney Rogers, the running back, has 3 long touchdown runs. Low bounding kick is fielded at the 25-yard line. Return to the 30. Cut back at the 35. Kai Mahan is across the 45, outside the hash to the 48, and he's tackled at the 48-yard line. The Pottsville Apache offense back out onto the field, and they need to get something going.
Number 15, Tyler Jones. In on the
Tackle made by Tyler Jones of the Chicks.
Ball is spotted at the 49-yard line.
Good return by Mahan out to the 48-yard line, but Pottsville's had good field position. They just haven't been able to capitalize. Been that kind of night. First and 10, Pottsville. They've gone back to the dead tee. We haven't seen this in a while. Bernie Johnson under center. They're going to give it to Jones. He's going to have first down and more across the 40 and then fumbles the ball. And I think Blytheville's recovered. Yep, it is Chick. On the fumble recovery, it's Chick football. I think that was Davian Liddell who came up, and now he's down on the field hurt.
The number 0, Davian Liddell, for the Blytheville Chickasaws. There is a penalty marker after the play.
Yeah, there's a Blytheville player down at the 40-yard line, and he looks hurt. Yeah, that is number 0, Xavion Liddell. I think he may have been who came up with the football, but he is down. And I haven't seen him move a muscle. Coach is coming out to the 40-yard line for the Chicks. Boy, you hate to see this. Pottsville will take a knee. We'll say a prayer that the young man from Blytheville is okay. They're trying to roll him over now. They do get him rolled over. Coach Rust for the Apaches is now out on the field. Looks like this may be a minute. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Blytheville leading this game 42-12. We're back in 30 seconds.
A house isn't a home until you live a life there. I mean, home is those movie nights, they're the game days, they're the rush to school. It's really where the memories are made. And I have spent my entire adult life right here in the River Valley because I believe that this is the greatest area in the greatest state, and I'm blessed to help families put roots down here. I'm Tyler Riley with River Valley Realty, and whether you're buying or selling, let's do it together, and let's go Apaches.
Since inception, Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
Blytheville. Xavian Liddell making his way to the sideline, but he's basically being carried by 2 coaches. It was the Pottsville trainer who came out to work on Liddell. So we will hope and pray that he is all right. That was scary for a bit. Ball will be at the 46-yard line of Pottsville. I guess Pottsville had a penalty marked off against him on that play because it was at the 48 of Blytheville.
That is.
Well, I think maybe that's what somebody's asking about. They do call a penalty on Blytheville. I am completely lost because the officials marked the ball for play at the 46. The fumble was recovered at the 46 of Pottsville. The fumble was recovered right where they have the ball now, but they mark it back there after a penalty. So I am absolutely lost. First down and 15. Blytheville leads at 42-12. Bell, the quarterback, they're going to give it to a running back, Courtney Rogers, and he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 24, Courtney Rogers.
Rogers, the ball carrier. He is no gain on the play. It's going to be second down and long. So explain to me why you're leading a game 42-12. You still have Rogers in this game.
Well, Steve, you say that, and I think the coach just heard you. Now Rogers is coming out of the game.
Yeah, well, that's the Apache offense catches a gear here very quickly. I don't know that there's a reason to have him in the game. Tredarius Luster takes over at the running back spot, and I'm still not convinced that Rogers isn't hurt. Luster gets the handoff. He tries to go down the line of scrimmage. The Apache defense swarms him and makes the tackle. A penalty flag came in. Tackle made by Penn Helton. illegal shift called on Blytheville. They should have called that a couple of plays ago where they, on the two-point conversion where they had two guys coming in motion at the same time. Pottsville's going to decline the penalty on Blytheville. And I guess Blytheville is bringing in their entire second team because they're subbing in 11 guys. Or did Pottsville get the football? Was there a fumble on that play?
Steve, I think the official said there was, so we got the ball now.
So Pottsville will have it 1st and 10 on the fumble recovery. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. My apologies. Ball is at the 49-yard line for the Apaches. Pottsville with a handoff across the 45 to the 43-yard line. Ben Helton, the ball carrier, his first carry of the night, and he's going to take advantage of it for a pickup of almost 8. Yeah, I apologize. I don't know how Pottsville ended up with the ball there. The officials never signaled it. But Pottsville has it after the first down run, pickup of 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 from the Chicks' 42-yard line. 40 seconds to go in the third. Pottsville back into the dead tee. Johnson back to pass. Throw over the middle is going to be complete at the 25-yard line. Nice throw and catch. Connor Mitchell making the reception. Tackle made by Joshua Holton, but that's an Apache first down.
Ball was spotted at the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
First down and 10 for the Apaches. Pottsville trails at 42-12. Clocks are almost dead in sync here with play clock and the game clock in the third. From the dead tee, they're going to give it to Kagan Jones. He's going to have running room across the 24. Turns it back upfield to the 20 and then to the 19-yard line. Pottsville picking up 5 on that play. Now they're going to spot him down, I think maybe at the 20. Pickup of 6 on the play, and that will be the end of quarter number 3. After 3, the first round of the state playoffs, Blytheville 42, Pottsville 12. We're back in 1 minute.
You belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind. Offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real. To always keep.
We are back after the break. Pottsville with a handoff to the right side on the the 2nd and 4 play. Gives to Kagan Jones. I don't know if he made it back to the line of scrimmage or not. I don't think so. They pick up 2 yards. So it's going to be at the 20-yard line and call it 3rd down and a yard. From the 20, or excuse me, not the 22, that's at the 18-yard line. Pottsville out of the dead tee. Ben Helton is one running back. Kagan Jones is a running back, and Caleb Stancil is the fullback. Pottsville back to pass. Johnson rolls to the left, throws it up toward the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete. Blytheville with double coverage. That ball's going to fall incomplete. So you already had to plan to go on 4th down when you call that play, I would think. Pass falls incomplete.
4th down and 1.
4th down and a yard for Pottsville. The Apaches have not had a lot of luck on 4th down. They've had a couple of possible conversions, but just couldn't quite get the timing on them. From the dead tee, 4th and a yard. They're going to give it straight ahead. Jones will have the first down, and he's still powering forward across the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Pickup of 9 yards on the 4th down play.
For the Chickasaws, ball will be spotted at the 9-yard line.
11 minutes left to go in the ball game. Blytheville by 30, 42-12. Again, Pottsville has gone back to the dead tee. Cord Johnson under center. First and goal to go from the 9. They're going to give it to Jones. He's going to turn the corner at the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Pottsville. Kagan Jones takes it in from 9 yards out for the touchdown. With 10:38 left to go in the ball game. Now the dead tee has proven effective for the Apaches. Maybe too little too late, but they're making a show of it. We still have 10:38 left to go in the ball game. You don't ever give up. Pottsville will go for 2 out of the dead tee. Johnson is under center. This time they're going to give it to Helton. He follows blocking over the left side, and he is into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. With 10 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the ballgame, your new score, the Chickasaws 42, the Apaches 20, back in 30 seconds.
A house isn't a home until you live a life there. I mean, home is those movie nights, they're the game days, they're the rush to school. It's really where the memories are made. And I have spent my entire adult life right here in the River Valley because I believe that this is the greatest area in the greatest state, and I'm blessed to help families put roots down here. I'm Tyler Riley with River Valley Realty, and whether you're buying or selling, let's do it together, and let's go Apaches.
Well, the folks in the Blytheville press boxes just passed on a bit of a shocking score. One of the teams in their conference in the playoffs, Pocahontas, is leading Nashville 26-13, and I think Pocahontas may be on the road in that game. Wow. Yeah, Nashville is the number 1 seed. Pocahontas went in as a 5, and they're ahead of Nashville by a score of 26-13. That'll raise some eyebrows around the state. Pottsville will kick off with 10:38 left to go. Here comes the onside kick. Takes one bounce away from the Chicks, but they recovered at the 42-yard line. Pottsville got one good bounce, couldn't get a second one. The recovery was made by number 28, Chris Prunty. Chris Prunty comes up with the recovery. Ball for the Chicks is at the 42-yard line with 10:35 to go. I would think Blytheville will just want to get the clock running. And I think we're going to see a few new jerseys here. A lot of the players coming on the field now for Blytheville have really clean numbers. I don't think they've played a whole bunch. Chad Bell, though, still the quarterback. I believe we have a different running back next to him in the shotgun formation. They're going to hand it off. Looks like the running back is Tyler Jones, number 15. And he gets stopped at the 40-yard line on the handoff working left. Very little, if any, gain on the play. Tackle made by Penn Helton for the Apaches. Play loses a yard. Or loses 2 back to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 12. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. 42-20, Blytheville with the lead. Chicks have some of their second-team players out on the field, getting a little postseason action. That's your reward for playing throughout all the practices and coming in the heat of summer. Get a chance to get the field in a playoff game. And they're going to hand it to Jones. He's going to turn the corner over the right side. He is going to get run down by Caleb Stansel, who came hustling across the field from his linebacking spot to make the stop. The running back turned the corner at the 42, got to the 43-yard line to pick up 3 on the play.
Steve, we got another update. Number 5 seed Helen, they're up on Mills, 26-21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's another number 1 seed that's trailing.
Atkins is still up on Prescott, too.
All right.
So Red Devils.
Go Red Devils. From the 40-yard line, it is a 3rd down and 12 for the Chicks. They're going to wisely let the play clock run all the way down to nothing, and we'll be under 9 minutes remaining of the game when they snap it here, if they snap it. Bell does get the ball snapped. He gives it to Jones right up the hash, up the middle across the 40 to the 30 or to the 42 or the 43-yard line. Got back to the line of scrimmage, not a whole lot more, and it's going to be fourth down. And it looks like for the first time tonight, the Chicks are going to send a kicker out. No, they've punted before tonight. I'm wrong. You hear Gonzalez will be booting the ball away. Kagan Jones will go back for the return. Winner of this game will go on the road next week. They'll take on number 1 seed Stuttgart on that side of the bracket. Our side of the bracket. Clock is running with 8:20 to play in the game. Quick kick by Gonzalez, gets away, hits at the 25. Jones is going to wisely let it go, and it's going to take a Chick bounce inside the Pottsville 20 to the 12-yard line. And at the 12-yard line, Josiah Anderson will down the ball, and it'll be Pottsville ball 1st and 10 with about 8:07 to play in the contest. So you've got 2 number 1 seeds in the first round on the ropes. First down and 10 for Pottsville. The Apaches trail it 42-20. The Apaches have had some success when they've gone to the dead tee here. In fact, they had a whole drive on their last possession that ended up in the end zone. It was a 6-play, 50-yard drive, but time is running low. The Apaches are in the tee again, trailing at 42-20. Line comes set. Johnson takes the snap, back to pass, looking over the middle. That's not open. Johnson throws away to the near side, and he gets tackled back at the 5-yard line. Smart play to get rid of the ball. Incompletion will stop the clock. That time, Blytheville played it very well. The Apaches were trying to get the ball to Weston Poole, and he drew double coverage over the middle. They've had some success on that post route, but that time the Chicks, they've probably seen it once too often, and they made the coverage. And a good play by Court just to get rid of it. Second down and 10 from the dead tee at the 12. Hand off to the left side. Handoff goes to the Apaches. Tyson Thacker, the ball carrier. He'll get across the 16 to the 17-yard line. Third down and about 4. Third down and 4 for the Apaches. Full house backfield. They're going to give it to Jones. He's going to turn the corner, gets a good block, crosses the 25, spins down to the 28-yard line. Nice job blocking on the lead by Tyson Thacker, and that's going to be a Pottsville Apache first down. Ball will be at the 28-yard line. Well, the Apaches fighting right down to the end. They trail it 42-20. We have 7 minutes remaining in the game. The Apaches have shifted to the dead tee, and they've actually been very productive. First down give is going to be to Thacker. Power up the right side, crosses the 33 to the 34-yard line. Thacker's going to pick up 4 yards. In fact, they're going to give a gain of 5 on the play at the 33, so it's going to be 2nd and 5. 42-20, Blytheville with the lead, 6:37 to go in the ball game. Blytheville has led this game the entire way, literally from the first play from scrimmage, which was a 65-yard touchdown run by the young man Rogers. Ball goes to Kagan Jones, tries to turn the corner over the right side, and the Chicks' Trevon Lewis had nothing doing there. Trayvon Lewis with the stop. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up a third down and 5 as we have 6 minutes remaining in the game. And I would think 6 minutes remaining in our season, Brother Jim.
I believe so, Steve. Man, it's been a good ride this year, but I think we're going to come up just a little bit short.
They're going to turn the corner on the near side. Jones runs through an arm tackle attempt across the 36 to the 37-yard line. Kagan's going to be close to first down yardage. Maybe, they're saying it is a first down. So the Apaches string together Some more first downs. First down and 10 for Pottsville. 5:40 remaining in this contest. Pottsville's had some success since going back to the dead tee here in this ball game. Unfortunately, it's going to be too little too late, I fear. They're going to give it to Thacker. He gets hit in the backfield. Good play by the right side of the Chickasaws off defensive line. I was laughing because a Blytheville player came flying in.
Number 14, that is Clark Kent, a.k.a. Superman.
Well, he did a Superman tackle attempt. It was Joshua Holton who came flying in, kind of like underdog.
Here I am to save the day.
Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who...
Maybe we should stop.
They call a late penalty on that flight in as the ball gets moved to the Blytheville side of the field to the plus 45, which make it a 15-yard mark off on a personal foul. Two backs in the backfield, one wing back. They're still staying on the ground. Handoff to the right side is Caleb Stansel. He moves up the right hash mark inside the 42 to the 41-yard line, and we tick under 5 minutes remaining in the game. Pick up a 5 on the play. Second down and 5. It's been a fun year, Jim. Been a long year, but it's been a good one. We've had some surprises by the Apaches. That effort against Mina, I think, might have been the biggest surprise of the year. The Apaches, as I understand, at the beginning of the year were picked by the coaches to finish like in the bottom 2 of the league. So you'd have to call it a successful year for Pottsville, getting to the first round of the state playoffs. Second and 5 from the 40. Stansel crosses the 40 with power running across the 39 to the 38. It's going to call bring up a third down and 2.
Yeah, Steve, this is when reality begins to kick in for these young men that have been playing football since 3rd, 4th grade. They're seniors this year, and we've got a handful of them on this team, and man, I know it's kind of hitting home. They want to finish strong.
Third down and 2 from the Blytheville 38. Pottsville would love one more touchdown. And the handoff is going to be to Jones. He spins inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line over the right hash. That's going to be another first down for Kagan Jones.
Yeah, that's one of the guys right there, number 4, Kagan Jones, Steve. Man, he has really played some good ball his senior year.
A Blytheville player is down, and we hope it is nothing serious. So the Apaches will move full forward to basketball, and Justin has seen both the men and women's basketball teams, at least in their opener. Your thoughts on the hoops team?
They both look really good right now. They played a pair of good Greenbrier teams the other night on Tuesday. Girls came up short with a loss. Boys, they won by about 15 points. I think it's going to be a good season for them both, Steve.
And did I see where J.C. Jones is going to be a Wonder Boy?
Yes, sir. He signed this morning about 9:45.
Yeah, Steve, he did. I was fortunate to be able to go to his signing, and we're so excited for J.C. and the opportunity that he has to go play at the next level.
And I just got an update. Pocahontas has stretched their lead over Nashville, 32-13.
Wow.
You could potentially see 2 number 1 seeds go down. Caleb Stansel, the only back in the backfield from the 28. He gets the handoff. He's going to try to turn the corner across the right side. He's going to get it done. Gets to the 26, maybe the 25-yard line before Curtis Richardson tracks him down. Yeah, last check, Mills was losing. They're a 1 seed. West Helena was leading them. And then we just got an update that Pocahontas is beating 1 seed Nashville by a score of 32-13. Well, that'll give the statewide show something to talk about. The scoreboard show.
Give us something to talk about tomorrow.
Yep, no doubt about that. Second down and 7 for the Apaches. From the 27-yard line, going over to the right side to the 25-yard line. Pickup of 2. Third down and a yard. 2:40 left to go in the game. Ball is at the 21-yard line. I'm sorry, that was a pickup of 5. Apache's in the dead tee. 2:30 left to go in the game. Court Johnson is under center. Back to pass. Throws it over the middle. It's going to be complete inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Pass is complete.
Pass is complete to Mitchell. Makes the reception. Connor Mitchell with the catch. And it'll be first and goal to go from the 7.
The 7-yard line. It'll be first and
Court
goal.
Johnson will be back next year for his senior year, and we have seen him grow tremendously as a quarterback. First and goal to go for the Apaches from the 7. They're going to give it to Jones. Cuts it inside between the right guard and tackle, inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. It's going to be second and goal to go. Boy, you'd like to get your senior running backs one more touchdown, wouldn't you?
Steve, you would.
It'll be second down and goal.
Second and goal from the 4-yard line. Out of the full house backfield. Johnson under center. They're going to give it to the left side. Trying to get in the end zone was Jones. This time he's stacked up right at the point of exchange. That play may actually lose a yard.
It'll be third down and goal from the 3.
Well, they pick up a yard on the play, so the offensive line able to move forward a yard. They'll spot it at the 3. Third and goal to go from the 3 with 1:16 to go in the game. Blytheville leads it 42-20. So this would be a touchdown for pride for the Apaches. Toss sweep to Jones. He's going to walk it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kagan Jones for the Apaches.
In for the touchdown.
That's a way to end your career, isn't it, Jim?
Steve, I guarantee you, number 4, that's what he was thinking. He was saying, this is about over. We got almost under a minute to play in this ball game, and he was thinking, hey, if I'm going to go out, I want to go out with a good memory, and he did on that touchdown run. About a 4-yard run?
Yep.
For number 4.
Pottsville on to attempt the point after. Mateo on to try the point after. His kick is on the way, and he bends this one inside the uprights, and it is good. 1:04 left to go in the ball game. Your new score, Blytheville 42, Pottsville 27, and we'll be back with the final 1:04 of the season after this 30-second timeout.
Supporting the Pottsville Apaches all season long, smooth running, heating and air, E&F Roofing, Fleet Tire, Point S Tire and Auto Service, The Granite Shop, Tyler Riley of River Valley Realty, Van Horn Welding, and Tyson Foods, Metcalf Trucking, and Premier Facilities Group. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying tonight's broadcast.
Well, we're talking about all the number 1 seeds that are struggling right now throughout the state of Arkansas. We'll give you an update just in a moment. Onside kick.
The Apaches' onside kick attempt is not going to go 10 yards. That will draw a penalty. Yeah, 2 number 1 seeds are trailing, and in fact, it looked like to me that Pocahontas with a 32-13 lead. I think Pocahontas had the football, and there's less than a minute to go in that one, so I think you can pretty well say at least one number 1 seed has gone down. We will see how the West Helena game against Mills is going. We don't have an update on that. Blytheville will have the football, 1st and 10 with 1:04 to go in the game. Where'd they give him the ball? At the 45? I'm not sure. We have a timeout on the field. So the state playoffs starting with a bang, that's for sure.
Mills down 26-21.
32-13.
So you can put one number 1 seed down in the loss side. Congratulations to Pocahontas. They knock off Nashville on the road, 32-13.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Well, they're going to make Pottsville kick the ball again. Did you have a Mills update?
Yes, sir. Helena is still up 26-21. There's about a minute left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Okay, so they've still got some time to go on that game.
They do.
They might have been a little bit late getting underway or something. So we're going to have another onside kick attempt for the Apaches from the 40-yard line this time. And the ball is bouncing around. It's still loose. And I think Blytheville finally fell on the ball at the 37. Josiah Anderson came up with the ball for the Chicks. 42-27 with a minute left to go in the ball game. The Apache comeback. They scored 14 unanswered points, but just behind by too many. As we observe Haley Field emptying now. Well, Chicks, congratulations on the first round win. They will get to make the nearly 3-hour drive on the way to the next game in the tournament. They will take on Stuttgart, who had a bye tonight. Boy, with 2 number 1 seeds going down, don't you know Stuttgart's happy they didn't play?
They got to be. Got a score update from Clinton. They're up 62-26 over Fountain Lake.
And we knew that Clinton team is going to be a team to be reckoned with. When you have power running like they do, you can battle with anybody because you can keep, I don't care how high-powered the offense is Clinton's playing against, with their running game, they could keep the ball out of the hands of anybody. Hard to score when you don't have the ball.
The only reason they lost to Dardanelle was a blocked field goal.
Yeah, we were watching that game as it was ending, and Clinton came really close to knocking off the Sand Lizards. They would have got the 1 seed there, then, wouldn't they? If they'd have won that game.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a team to watch all the way through this event. I'm trying to look at my bracket here. Clinton will get the winner of the Arkadelphia Highland game in the second round.
Looking like Arkadelphia there.
Yeah, that's no surprise. Badgers are pretty good.
Yes, they are 37-6 their score.
Okay, so it looks like Clinton's going to advance to take on Arkadelphia. That game will be in Arkadelphia. Yeah, they're the higher team on the bracket. All right, we are ready to get this game back underway. Blytheville will line up in the victory formation. They have the quarterback back at the 30-yard line. And Chad Bell takes the snap, takes the knee. He had a guy about 15 yards behind him. And they will have to snap the ball one more time before they claim the 42-27 win over the Apaches. Pottsville came down, played hard, played well, but had a lot of mistakes early on and just not able to overcome those. And I think that's going to be what's going to send the Apaches down to defeat. That in the 212 yards of first half rushing by running back Courtney Rogers. 212 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Then in the second half, the wideout Ymir Guyton caught 2 long touchdown passes. He'll have at least close to 200 yards in receiving yardage. So congratulations to the Chicks. Their hometown fans will get to celebrate the 42-27 win over the Pottsville Apaches. I want to say a big, gigantic thank you to the Apache parents who really took us under their wing. They were nice enough to allow Justin and I to eat breakfast with the team today. We've got a couple of gifts waiting us that came from the Apache parents, and we really appreciate what they had to do tonight. Justin, any final thoughts on the year?
Oh, it's been a good season, Steve. I hate to see it end like this, but you got to get up to these Chickasaws. They are a good football team. Number 24 there, Cordy, is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the second round.
Brother Jim, football Padre, what do you think about this year as we wrap it up?
Steve, man, it's been a great year. It's been good being in this box with you and Justin this year. We've had a lot of ups and downs, some long trips, this being the longest. But, my hat goes off to the Pottsville Apache players, the cheerleaders, the band. I mean, you just got to give these group of kids credit. To all the seniors, I know we celebrated them on senior night just a few weeks ago, but what you're seeing right now, I'm going to zoom in, and you're going to see Coach call those seniors together. And I'm telling you, I know it's hard for them tonight, but they can keep their heads up. They represented themselves, their school, the community with Apache pride and Apache awesome. And so we're so thankful for them, and I wish them very well and pray for them in their future. But, they're going to finish strong. They're going to graduate hopefully in May, and life goes forward.
Let me take a moment on the stream to say some thank yous myself as the Pottsville Apaches fall in this game 42-27. First of all, I want to say thank you to Brad Caldwell, who runs things there at the Arkansas Sports Network, for allowing us to do these ball games. My thanks to Justin Smith for all the technical work he has done. Brother Jim, thank you to you. It's been another good year, and I have really enjoyed it.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Justin. Same to you, man.
We're glad to have you healthy all year this year, Steve.
Yeah, it's great to be healthy again this year. Jim, this was so much fun. Let's do it again next year. What do you think?
I think we've been saying that now. We just, completed year 18, so who knows? Hey, year 19, here we come, right?
Right. I also want to say a gigantic thank you to Coach Brian Rust of the Apaches for the almost unprecedented access he allows me to the coaches and the team. I want to say thank you to all the parents that, again, kind of took us under the window. I thank you to Pottsville Superintendent Shane Thurman, who also allows me to do these ball games tonight. My name is Stephen Glenn. Again, the final tonight. Chickasaws 42, Pottsville 27, and for the final time this season, thanks for your time. This time, till next time, so long, everybody.